I am still in UHC mode, and a spider hit would be annoying. So I'd say to the guy, I'm like, all right, listen, I don't know what the hell it's called, but in a building like this, there is a guy who runs the computer network, and that is the job I want to do. So whatever the hell you guys call it, that is what I want to do for a job. And he's like, oh, that's a 74 Bravo. That's kind of difficult to get. And I said, well, oh yeah, prior to that, I had talked to somebody in the hall, and because after my ASVAB was done, they gave me a number, and before I handed it to the main guy, I wanted to know if it was a good score or not. So I asked someone in the hall, and they're like, yeah, dude, that's like almost max. So that's one of the best scores you can get. So at this point, I'm like, okay, now I have leverage, and I know that they're going to want me here. So now I can pretty much get them to do whatever I want them to do. So when this guy says, oh, it's difficult to get, I said, well, my ASVAB score says otherwise. So I'm going to go and sit in the other room, and you let me know when you found a position for it. Because they have to find a location for you, for not only basic training, but also for, a duty station and stuff like that afterwards. So after like 20 minutes or so, he comes back and he's like, I found, you're lucky. I found you a position, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yep, I'm sure it was luck. And I'm told, well, I've got two options. I can either go to Korea or I can go to Fort Hood, Texas. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to go to Texas. I really don't, yeah, no. I really don't want to go to Korea. I was in a fairly serious relationship at the time. And as I've said, the family thing was very important to me. And I wanted to marry this girl. And I wanted to have a family. So Korea was at the time, Korea was a single-only station. Meaning, regardless of if you have a family or not, you go there by yourself. So, and it's a one-year location. I can't remember the term off the top of my head, but you don't get to you don't get to bring your family with you. So I was like, nope, that's a no-go. So I'll go to Texas, whatever. As it turns out, Texas is one of my favorite places in the world to live. It's oh, you tried knocking me in there, didn't you, guy? So anyways, I get the position and everything, and oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the job that I ended up getting was 74 Bravo, which was later changed to 25 Bravo, and what it is, it's a information systems operator analyst, and it's a very fancy way of saying a computer nerd. So that's what I ended up getting. Now, prior to signing all the papers and stuff, they're like, okay, do you have any outstanding, parking tickets or anything like that? I'm like, well, I don't have any of that stuff, but, I do have a ticket for, there's like a $50 ticket for not having a, what do you call it? Can't remember what it was. inspection sticker. That's what it was. Get out of here. I didn't have a valid inspection sticker, or it expired or something, so I'd gotten a $50, I think it was a $50 ticket for it. But, so these guys were so determined to get me in that, I'm like, well, I can't afford to pay it. Like, I literally, I don't have the money. And they're like, all right, well, how badly do you want to get in the Army? I said, this is what I've chosen to do. This is what I want to do. I'm willing to do, you know, whatever to do this. And they're like, all right. So this other guy who was pretty cool. He wasn't my recruiter. He was a recruiter, but he wasn't my recruiter, so he wasn't going to get anything out of it. He brought me to the DMV and paid for my... Dude, come on. He brought me to the DMV and paid for the ticket for me. Because that's how much they wanted me in the Army. Dude, with the mobs. Come on. So... Alright. Gotten quite a bit of iron, by the way, out of this trip. I already put like a stack and a half in the furnaces back at my base. And then it was delayed entry, so I had to wait like I had to wait like 2 months or something. I didn't end up going in until January 4th, I believe, I think was my enlistment date. And I don't think I shipped off to basic training until February, I want to say. Yeah, somewhere around there. It's been a while. It's been quite a while since all that's gone down. So, and then of course, you know, all of this leads into another somewhat tragic story. Is the girl that I was supposed to, well, that I wanted to marry, anyways. I did end up getting engaged to her later on, but well, I'm sure one of the next stories that I can tell is how to get over a broken heart. And suffice it to say that people, men and women, whether they're husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, some of them are less than loyal when the Army sends their loved ones away. Suffice it to say, that's actually happened to me on a couple occasions. So, yeah, that's something for another time though. So before I so that's well, that, I mean, that's basically the story of why I joined the Army. So in a nutshell, I felt that it was my responsibility, my duty, to ensure future generations had the freedom that I enjoy. And hang on, let me get rid of this crap. There we go. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Get rid of some of this coal. Try to shrink this down a bit. I want to take... What can I get rid of? We can get rid of that. Alright. So, Basically, I felt it was my duty to ensure future generations had the freedom that I've enjoyed. And also that I felt, and I still feel to this day, some level of shame for the fact that I was so naive that I didn't understand the gravity of the situation from 9/11. And lastly, I did want to be a better provider, and as a extra, as a bonus, I was provided, you know, the stuff that the Army provides, training, college, stuff like that. So that was certainly a benefit, but that was not, you know, the main reason. And I know a lot of people join the Army for only that reason, but that doesn't matter to me. And you know, this is something that some people just don't understand, and particularly foreigners. I'm not saying anything bad about foreigners. It's just it's an American culture that some people just like they have a hard time understanding it. And quite frankly, even some Americans have a hard time understanding it. But dude, so many zombies. That's the idea that it doesn't matter what your reason is for enlisting. The important thing is that you enlisted, and the fact that you enlisted has earned you respect, because it means you are willing to place your life on the line to ensure the freedom of others. And you know, there's gonna, like, you know, the stupid hippies that were spitting on people when they came back from Vietnam, and the thing is, that's the most prominent example, or that's the, you know, anti-war or whatever example that's usually thrown around. But the fact is that there was that sort of behavior that happened during the Revolutionary War, during the Civil War, during every war that America, or really any country, has ever been in. There have always been those people that spit on, whether literally or figuratively, the troops that protect them and protect their freedoms. And I know, like I said, people that are foreign, and even some Americans may not understand, but there is a certain pride in enlisting in the American military, because it's not a conscripted army. You know, some countries do have conscription. America does not. And there's a difference between voluntarily putting your life on the line and being forced to put your life on the line. For example, South Korea, the Rock Soldiers, I believe that's conscription. I'm not 100... Where the hell am I getting shot from? I believe that's conscription. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty certain that's conscription. And I think they have to give at least like 2 years or something like that. So. Oh, damn it. get this real fast. So to be willing to voluntarily put your life on the line is something to be respected and admired, regardless of why the person is doing it, whether it's for pride in country, whether it's to protect their family, whether it's to just get college benefits. It doesn't matter. The reason is irrelevant. The fact still remains that you are putting your life on the line to protect others. And this is another thing that to an extent, I was guilty of this when I was younger, a little bit as well. It's really, really stupid, but it's the belief that well, I never thought we didn't need a military. But I didn't really fully respect everything that we had. What I'm talking about, or what I'm trying to get at, is there are some people that believe we don't need a military, and there are some people that believe that the military is evil and blah blah blah, and yet whatever. Everybody's a killer, that sort of thing. First, the idea that we don't need a military is really naive. It's a very foolish thing to believe. The fact of the matter is, and this is kind of what I had said earlier, that I don't think I said it exact. Maybe did I? I don't know if I said it. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. And that means that even at peacetime, you are still in danger of losing your freedom. And a lot of people don't understand, particularly younger people, do not understand this. They don't understand that their freedom is in jeopardy pretty much all the time. And the only thing that stops them from losing their freedom is the men and women of the military. They think that just because there isn't, we don't have people on our shores, we don't have bombs falling down, therefore we're not in danger of losing our freedom. That sort of, it's a very naive way of looking at the world. And people that believe that typically have a very, very poor understanding of how the larger nations interact. And I'll be completely blunt. If the American military were to disappear tonight, let's say we decommissioned all the planes, all the tanks, all the things, and they were just gone. Tomorrow, several things would happen. One, South Korea would cease to exist. Israel would cease to exist. The IDF, Israeli Defense Force, is a very badass military, and the South Korea is a very badass military. I served with ROK soldiers when I was in Korea. That was on a different thing. I ended up going there later on in my military career, but the fact of the matter is, the thing that keeps North Korea and China out of South Korea is the American military. And the thing that prevents the hostile neighboring states of Israel from just straight up invading them and wiping them off the planet is the American military. Again, this is not to say anything bad about the ROK or the IDF, but when you are faced with the combined force of many other nations or other larger nations, it's almost a certainty that you would lose eventually. you would probably go, you know, it's not like Israel and South Korea would just roll over. They would take out quite a few people on their way down. But eventually, you know, they would get overrun. And another thing is the kind of naivete about the fact that we're not really, like, we're not in danger. And that's because a lot of people have never lost their freedom. They don't know what it's like to not have their freedom. And it's a very difficult thing for them to understand. And also, people like to live in happy little bubbles where everything works out nicely. And that's not how it is. That's simply not how it is. There are evil people in this world, and some of those evil people are in charge of very big, powerful countries. And when they want to do something, they're going to do it. And no amount of diplomacy is going to convince them otherwise. People like Mao or Stalin or Kim Jong-il or his kid or Ahmadinejad, all those people, they don't listen to diplomacy. They don't respect talk. The only thing they understand is power. And the only thing that keeps them at bay is a superior power. And in a lot of cases, it's the U.S. military. So, I'm kind of like going way off track here. But the basic gists of it is, people that have joined the army or the military in general are putting their life on the line. Whether it's today or tomorrow or at some point in the unknown future, they are putting their life on the line. And they have earned respect. Whether you give it to them or not really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the people that don't like the military or they don't appreciate it or they don't respect them. But again, like I said, if you're an American, you owe your freedom, you owe your liberties to the military, not just past, but present included. Even if we are at peacetime, because it's that military force that keeps countries like China and Russia from invading. And that probably sounds like, oh, paranoia, conspiracy. No. Don't think for Putin. If Putin thought if we did not have a military, I mean, he already tells our country and our leaders to go F themselves. If we did not have the military to back it up, or back up something, he would not hesitate. He would not hesitate to cross into North America and launch an invasion. Same thing with China. They would not hesitate to do that. And even if they didn't come onto the mainland, they would still take other assets on the fringes, like our territories and things like that. Or they wouldn't hesitate to drill right off the coast with no regard. Like, they would come right up to the coastline and drill if they wanted to. That's kind of big room here. So, oh, there's a lot of spiders over there. Again, I'm going off track, but the thing is, like I said, it doesn't matter. if those people respect it. It doesn't matter if they appreciate it. It doesn't even matter if they accept the fact that they owe their freedom to the military. It's irrelevant. And, you know, some people get upset by that sort of thing, but most of the people in the military have the same kind of outlook on it. They're like, well, you know what? You can say whatever the hell you want. You can badmouth all you want, but at the end of the day, the only reason why you can do that is because of me. So, you know, say what you want, do what you want. You're welcome. This has been a long ramble. I've got quite a bit of resources. Was there? Oh, it's just coal. So I think I'm gonna work my way back to the top here. Oh. I do not want to deal with those guys. I do not want to deal with those guys at all. Anything in here? Alright, well, I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm gonna grab up the rest of this gold and whatever else is down here. Some more of the iron. And then I'm gonna head back to the surface. And I think next time I come around... Oh, wow, look at this. That looks pretty. Next time I come back, we'll be working on the Dothraki camp again. So, you know, last personal thing. As far as, like, thanking people in the military. I have always said this, and I will continue to say it. Whenever somebody, you know, thanks me for being in the army, my response has always been, "You have nothing to thank me for." I know that sounds kind of counter what I've been saying for the last couple minutes, but I honestly don't feel that I should be thanked for being in the military. And the reason why I don't think I should be thanked for being in the military is because I don't feel as if it was something... I feel as if it was my duty. It was my responsibility. And it was the right thing to do. And I don't feel that I should be thanked for doing the right thing. I think doing the right thing is reward enough for whatever it happens to be. So that's about it. You know. I think that will end it. I'm here at a dead end, so there's my story. Kind of went on a little bit, did a little bit more than I wanted to do. I don't know how many. I'm probably gonna have to break this into episodes because this is probably gonna be really, really long. But anyways, so that's it. I would thank you for watching, and remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault. Oh, gotcha. Every time I get hit, it sounds like I'm taking a picture. It's like, oh look, flash photography. Oh no, wait, that's a bullet to the face. Ow. Oh no. Oh, he died. No. Oh crap. Crap. Oh, my whole ship. I'm gonna die. My whole ship is gonna die. Oh no! Oh crap! That might actually be not that difficult. Oh, crap. Oh.